Well, hello, everyone. This is Connie Weinhold, and I am so excited today because I have something so wonderful as a treat for you. It's hard to even put it in words, but the bottom line is it's all about you learning and hearing about excitement, about inspiration, about what a business can do for you. And so it's all not about me because I could go on talking about being excited forever. But here I have an amazing lady that has gone before us and what she has done, accomplished, and how her business has grown and evolved. That is incredible. And so I can't say how excited I am to introduce this amazing lady to you. And where we're going to Ohio, north of Dayton, to one of my beautiful, wonderful friends. And we met in Costa Rica, actually, because we both celebrated there. It was a Relive celebration trip, and we celebrated reaching ambassador there. So she is a presidential legacy ambassador, and now on the global ambassador team. And please meet my dear friend and wonderful business partner, Marscia Fleagle out of Ohio, who will share with you her wonderful journey, story, and testimony with Relive, how she started, how it evolved, and what came to be. Thank you, Marscia, so much for being with us and gracing us with your wonderful presence. Please share with us.
Connie, I'm so glad to be with you. And ladies, hello. No, I'm nothing special. I'm checking the room to make sure she's not talking about someone else. But anyway, I want to start by just reminding you that you were born to win. And goals that you have, all I want to really drive forward in your minds is if you have goals, they have to affect change constantly and consistently. Does that mean that's Relive is all you're going to do? No. In fact, I was a homeschool mom for 30 years. I have 10 children, and they're all gone now. And in January, I will have 22 grandchildren. I have six of our family are due. One just had her baby in South Dakota, and I just got home from that. And so life is very full, and I still swim coach. So I've taken that back. I've scaled back. I'm a swim instructor, and I teach kids to manipulate all the strokes. So I do that like twice a week now. And I don't travel with the team anymore. I'm too busy traveling with Relive. But what I want to tell you is I didn't think that this was anything for me. I was experiencing a lot of things in my own health, acid reflux, chronic yeast, losing my hair in chunks. I had a lot of joint pain. One of the worst diagnoses, though, I was given was the beginnings of osteoarthritis. Well, I kept thinking I had a couple of kids at home. This was over 12 years ago now. I wanted to be able to continue home educating them. I wanted to be able to continue at that time training the national swimmers, and I didn't want to give that up. But how was life going to go on? I wasn't quite sure. But I got the amazing products in my body, despite the skeptical family I had. In our family, there are 5 that are doctors, 7 are involved in healthcare fields. They never thought that Relive was going to be anything. In fact, 2 of the kids are internal medicine physicians. I saw all the specialists they wanted me to see, and then no answers for me. I looked at the powders in the can thinking, can this really work for me? I decided I'd dive into the product to prove to my friend, no, this wasn't going to work for me. It did work for me. In 2 weeks, I had a sense of wellness I probably hadn't had in 10 or 15 years. I went on to have my shake adjusted. You guys are in the presence of Connie here, who comes alongside of you and helps you with your people, guiding and directing and affecting these shakes, what you need. Well, I needed a little bit more Arth effect in my shake to be able to cancel the surgery that I had on my knee, and I did cancel that surgery. Well, that being said, I didn't even know what it was doing, but I had a more obligation to share with as many people, whether it was on a pool deck. I saw so many swimmers, so many athletes hurting. I just started sharing the truth about these products. And of course, my 2 sons were nationally ranked swimmers at that time. They were on the product, and the kids began to see them improving, taking down time. They weren't sick. They wanted it for performance. And of course, Josh went on to swim at Ohio State. He went to 2 Olympic trials and barely missed making the Olympics by 9/100ths as a freestyler. Then COVID hit. He decided to stop training and went on to coaching. And that's what he's doing today. But he's an 8-time All-American, Big Ten, NCAA gold and silver winner. My son, Justin, swam at Ohio State as well, was finished his freshman year, was getting ready. Oh, by the way, he's All-American as well, NCAA and Big Ten gold and silver winner as well. And he backed out his sophomore year. He decided to take a break with COVID because of all the mandating and the testing. He didn't want to do that. So he is also coaching and working in computer science right now. Whether he'll return, I'm not sure on that. But what I want to tell you is that these products have affected my dad, who was in his almost 80s, that had fallen and broken his hip, never needed any pain medication. They said he never walked normally. Here he is in his garden, rototilling his garden. That happened. He fell on the ice in February, rototilling his garden in April, never needed a walker, no nothing. To my youngest grandson, at the time, my youngest grandson had autoimmune, cradle cap, unbelievable. By the way, his parents were both doctors, and nothing else helped, but Relive helped. So I knew what I had a hold of. I tell everybody I got loose jaw syndrome. I started telling anybody who would listen. And I didn't know a whole lot. I would say, here's my friend. She knows a lot more about it than me. Boom. And my business started to grow. Well, needless to say, 4 years into my business, I went legacy ambassador, which that just means I helped a lot of people. And I went from there to just progressing in my business by telling my group, you have to be before you do, and you have to do before you be. And what I am telling you is that I took lots of product, got my health back, helped family and friends, helped people in my husband's practice. I saw what I saw. And guys, you just have to tell the truth with Relive. When I saw one of my best friends, who is a swim parent, walk out of her chair with lupus after 1 year out of the product, no, nobody was going to shut me up. I was going to tell this to everybody. Well, needless to say, the Pierces came into my life. I've known Chrissy even before she was born. I was friends with her parents. But here is a young woman that is my oldest daughter's age. And the first time she came in, her hands are all curled up. Her husband's carrying her up and down the steps. He's feeding her, he's bathing her, he's combing her hair while he's trying to run 2 other businesses. She got her health back. They came in as master affiliate. Well, fast forward, life happens. They had 2 more babies. He said, look, Chrissy, I'm too busy doing my other businesses. you go ahead. I gotta have you always taking the product, because they have now 9 children, his, hers, and theirs. And he's like, I can't afford for you to be down again. My businesses are growing. Look, you take the product. So they moved to a larger home. He is going full throttle into his business. She continues to take the product. And guess what? He gets very, very sick. And when they bought their first master affiliate order, he was taking it. He had some health issues, but was doing fine. He just was worried about her. Well, now, guys, she brings him back about 6 years later. He can barely walk. He's got lesions covering his body. On his hands, he is walking on the balls of his foot. He's got his arm around Chrissy. She's bringing him into the house. I mean, it was gross, as all I know how to say. I know this isn't, don't tell this to people, but here's kids that I love. And it broke my heart, guys. I got right in his face. He's a pasty gray color at this point. I said, Andy, you're dying. He says, I know. And he says, I've been to all these specialists. Believe me, guys, money out the wazoo they had spent on health. No answers for him either. Another jab, go to another hospital. No, nothing was working. He says, Marscia, that's why I'm here. I need your help. And he says, I know these products work. I said, Andy, sit down. You're going to get this into your body now. I gave him his first shake. I gave him the product. I said, look, don't worry about it right now. You know, you can pay me later. If you want 25% off today, great. Otherwise, just take the product. You're going to need a master affiliate order. They went home, consistently I mean, he went to 6 to 8 shakes. I don't tell everybody to do this, but guys, he was very, very sick. Couldn't even get out of the couch. Well, guess what? Medical bills out the wazoo, running these other businesses, 2 other businesses that he could no longer do. And he's got 9 children in their home that he has to take care of and provide for. So long story short, they went from a quick start to a master affiliate order, and you could not shut him up. I mean, he got a computer, like an electrical, I want to say like an iPad or something, just started to talk to all these businessmen that he knew. First month back in the business, he got a Sandy Montgomery award. I think his volume was something like 44,000 or something. Second month, Sandy Montgomery Award again. So 3 months into the business now, he just picked up his 3rd Sandy Montgomery Award and has gone 3rd in the nation, only back in the business for 3 months. How do you do that? I get asked all the time. In fact, that's why he's not here and I'm here, is because he's constantly doing the business. One day, guys, one day, he talked to over 100 people. He says, hey, I got you on speed dial, be ready. And it was a day that I wasn't at the pool. He knows what days I'm at the pool, what I'm not. And I'm telling you, he marked it down. He was downtown in one town, went to another town, went to all these business people and talked to over 100 people. Look, I tell my group, look, you think you're doing good if you rearrange your desk and maybe make 1 or 2 phone calls a day. Guys, motivation, you've got to stay motivated. I don't know how you're going to do that. Everybody has their own ways of staying motivated like this. It's being with your team, talking to Connie, talking to other people. As soon as I have somebody go to master affiliate, I said, well, you know what, Beth, you already told me that you have all these people you thought of. let's call them together. You mean now? Yeah, let's do it right now. And I get them started. I am on the phone with them. Just like I said to Andy, you're never going to be alone. I'm always going to be with you. Now, Andy's got the gift of gab. He now with Relive, he's got 3 businesses he's really running. But what I want to say is motivation is not permanent. What I mean by that is neither is bathing or brushing your teeth. So you've got to do that every day, because like me, I pour out to my group, or just like you guys, Connie and I aren't connected financially, but we love one another. And the biggest thing I told Andy, I said, Andy, I don't want you to be just a distributor. I want you to be a contributor. And he goes, well, what do you mean by that? You are contributing hope and encouragement and tenacity into every single family you touch by the grace of God. So he is helping so many people, guys. The way he stays motivated is, I guess, we talk at least 5 to 6 times a day. Some qualities of success that I tell my group. And my group, we made history in 2020, and we had 3 that made career advances, 2 that got the Sandy Montgomery. This is what I tell them. This business is different from other businesses that you'll do. You have to think out of the box. These are the qualities of success: integrity, compassion, competence about what we have. That's big. So, even me, been with the company over 12 years. I got certified. I go to the website. I listen and learn about the product. I still do that. You're sincere. You're dependable. You have to be motivated, but you have to show passion and enthusiasm about what you have. And they can hear it in your voice. And I tell my people, look, you were born to win, but right now it doesn't sound like you're winning too much. Yeah, I can tell in your voice. When was the last time you had a shake? Yeah, well, Marscia, I can't believe you're asking me that. I haven't had one today. I said, okay, let's go get your shake. Let's go get your shake together. I'll wait right here. And you know what, guys? It does affect your brain chemistry. It is a proven fact. So get that in your body and then move forward and talk to other people. But guys, our blessing with this company is that it's a giving company, and they want people that are givers. Number one, corporate gives to us. We have all kinds of tools available to us. They're constantly making more videos to give to us to help other people. Connie and I, we're just distributors, but we give to each other. And then we give to our organization. Guys, get involved in their life. It's about relationships. If somebody has their mom or their dad is sick, well, guess what? They're calling me. I pray with them. I talk about how we can benefit their parents, their elderly parents, whatever it is, get involved in their life. Guys, a dear friend of mine, Beth, was a nurse, and she's retired now. But my first year, I knew she didn't want to listen about Relive, but she had a very autistic child. And in fact, the autistic child was 14 years old, had never said a word. And I knew Beth was going to be very skeptical because of her nursing background. Well, whatever. I said, Beth, look, you've been clear up to the Mayo Clinic. You've had your daughter in all these different children's hospitals. Why don't you give this a chance? Look, take these products, get them into her body. Let's see what will happen. We gave her the children's and the 24K. 3 months into drinking 2 shakes a day. It was Mother's Day. She comes in behind Beth, who Beth is looking at her computer. She has flowers in her hand. She leaned over. Now, this was a girl you could not even touch. She was nonverbal. She leans down, grabs her mother around the neck and says, "Mommy, I love you." And this was Mother's Day. Beth calls me. She is so ecstatic and crying and screaming on the phone. I'm like, Beth, stop. I can't understand you. Slow down. And she tells me, and believe me, guys, she went on her 16th birthday. We got invited to her birthday party. And by the time she was 18, she graduated valedictorian of her class. She's graduated college now. I'm telling you, what price can you put on changing other people's life because of the gift? Not that I gave them, but God gave these scientists with Relive. It is global. We have the science to affect other people's life. Guys, I walk around. Yes, I'm a certified lifeguard. I'm a certified swim coach. Done it all, took all of the tests, done that all, do it every year. But guess what? I don't carry a life-saving buoy or anything around with me now when it comes to Relive, but I'm still saving lives. Oh no, I've saved drowning victims. Believe me, it's a very ugly sight. One in a pond and one in the water. It's very ugly. Guys, it's the same thing now. People are walking around drowning, whether it's in debt or they can't find answers medically. So you carry life-saving information. Just open your mouth. Yes, I do have a big mouth, but I open my mouth and join a company who's all about giving. So Connie, I don't know if there's anything that questions or anything you'd like to ask me.
Actually, I think that you answered everything. You know, you really shared from the bottom of your heart. I think that's what's important. And you covered many things, and it will really prepare the team. The only thing is, what would you say? How do you think they should approach people that come to their booth? What should they say to them? Do you have anything that you believe that would be, valuable for them to say when somebody first approaches the booth that they have for Relive?
Okay, now, when you see them picking up cans, or I'm hoping you're going to have a video going or whatever, and you just say, I am here today because I couldn't find any answers medically. And I started taking these products and I got my health back. Are you struggling in any area health-wise? And they will tell you. In fact, people love to share. And guys, with this COVID, a lot of people are really, really scared. And we have the opportunity, especially with our defense, there's nothing in the world like it. And it builds your cells at a cellular base. And that is what everybody needs. I don't care whether they're sick or not. You have a better quality of life. Andy himself, Andy Pierce, back to him, his mother was so sick, 6 months on the product. She actually felt well enough. She wanted to babysit the kids. They pull down the road and come around the corner, and she's outside playing kickball with the kids. Now, this was 6 months later. Her doctor actually wrote her a prescription for the product. But you see, we have a product that you don't ever have to worry about being scared to share. Share your story. Nobody can take that away from you. They may watch a video, for example, and say, is this a viable business? Could I have some toddlers, I don't want them in daycare. In fact, hand, foot, and mouth disease is going around every daycare here because they've used all these septic sprays and all of these things. Well, in almost every daycare, in fact, in the paper, there was a warning about it. For these little kids, they may say, you know, I'm a mom, I want to keep my kids home. Would this be a viable business? Number one, you tell them that you never walk alone. Number two, you tell them the company stands behind every product. There are training tools. I'd love to sit down with you and give you more information. How about we trade information? And where are you from? Oh, okay. I don't live that far from that area. I can meet you at a coffee house. Remember, you don't know them. What I've learned over the years, guys, if it is a cold market, just meet them somewhere. That coffee houses or a donut shop work really, really well, but don't invite them into your home when you first make contact with them. And another thing, just tell them this is way too important for me just to brush over. I need to tell you the truth about what Relive has to offer. It's life-changing, and we're in over 17 countries. And so set up a time immediately. You want to strike when the fire is hot.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps, Connie.
Yes, I think that was perfect because you addressed, you know, people approaching, and people are going to come there that have those needs, that have incredible health needs, but also financial needs, and they'll be able to address that. So, all right. Well, I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Marscia. This has been very inspirational, and it has been practical as well as we can duplicate what you said. And at the end of
Connie,
the day,
one thing
ahead.
I want to add, if it is financial, and for example, the young woman would say, no, you would say to them first, well, what do you need to stay home with your babies? How much a month? Guys, I saved a young couple's home by just showing the mom how she could make $300 a month, and it saved their home. So you ask them what they need, I'll show you how you can achieve that.
Wonderful, wonderful. Again, thank you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I send you hugs and kisses.
Blessings to you.
And yeah, blessings back to you. And again, I love how you started out. You said you were born to win. Do you know that? And you are a true winner. And thank you so much for everything you're doing and for what you have just done for my amazing team. The Lord bless you. Thank you, and bye-bye.